זה חייב.
Welcome everyone to the Siyum. I hope you can all hear me. We are going to begin in exactly 2 minutes. Exactly 2 minutes. We're going to start B'siyata Dishmaya. And then I'll run through the schedule. Welcome everyone to the Siyum. I hope you can all hear me. We are good. Okay. Bruchim habayim. Hope you can all see me. I need to chat for a second. Okay, here we go. Beautiful. One second. Amazing. Okay, welcome everyone. You can hear me? Can everyone hear me? Just want to make sure. Boom. Okay, Bruchim habayim. Welcome everyone to this amazing virtual Zoom Siyum. Unfortunately, we're not able to be in person, but every opportunity lends to some other opportunity, and this opportunity that we have right now is that we are able to connect from all over the world. We have people in California, in Phoenix, in Chile, in New York, in Canada, in the United Kingdoms, and also in Eretz Yisrael. The only Smichas Chaver group that is not here today is the group from Australia, because for them it's 3 o'clock in the morning. So we have just about almost every group here, which is absolutely amazing and incredible. The goal of the night is what we're gonna plan on doing is we're gonna have it's gonna be amazing. We're gonna have a Kahoot game. We're gonna be able to hear. We'll have the schus to hear from Rav Amar and also from Rav Shechter. And there's also going to be an amazing video. A lot of you, sent in some videos about your experiences in Smichas Chaver, so we're going to do that as well. So let's just begin. Let's rock and roll. So just like all of you around the world has been going through some crazy, crazy times, and we've all become teachers and janitors and cleaners, and we've been doing everything. So I personally, around 2 months ago, I opened up a new school for my children in the comfort of my own home, and I became a kindergarten teacher, and it was amazing. So recently, I would say about a week ago, after Pesach, so since it was after Pesach, I started learning the Sugya of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai with my children. So we took out the Gemara Shabbos, very easy daf to remember, daf lam gimel amud aleph, and daf lam gimel amud aleph. Oh, before I even just jump in, Baruch Hashem, as I mentioned, we have people here from all over the world. Yesh anashim gam ba'aretz, gam b'chutz haaretz. So part of this Siyum, we're going to have also English and also Hebrew. I know some of you miss flying, so it's going to be like an Al Al flight, especially Al Al. Those of you who fly, you probably miss Al Al a lot. So we're going to try to include as many people as possible. But that's really the goal. So I was learning with my kids the sugya of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. As patach the Gemara in Shabbos, daf lam gimel amud aleph, Beis maybe. And I remember, and I started saying we started learning the story. Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai spoke against the Roman government. He had to go into hiding. He hid, and for 12 years he learned Torah in the cave. After 12 years, he came out. Every place he looked burnt until he came back in. He went back in for another 12 months, and then he came out. And after he came out, every place that Rabbi Lazar, his son, would burn, he would fix, until they saw an old man carrying 2 bundles of myrtle branches. Ayalo shte hadasim. And he asked him, what are you doing with these hadasim? What are you doing with these myrtle branches? And he said, I'm using both of them. One is for zachol, and one is for zachol, and one is for shamo. And he said, and once he said that, it was Menachem him. It was Menachem Rabbi Lazar and Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai and Rabbi Lazar, and they were able to go back into their lives. So one thing that was fascinating to me, and when I was learning this Gemara, I thought to myself, a lot of us, I think all of us, are like Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. Yeah, it's dangerous to go outside. We have to stay in the comfort of our homes. And in our homes, we have an option. What are we going to do? Right? Are we going to waste our time, or are we going to learn? And all of you who are here tonight, and all the guests who are here tonight, but specifically all those who are part of Smichas Chavar, are mini Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochais. You guys stepped up to the plate, and I would say, in some ways, it was even harder than Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, he was at home, just him, in the cave, just him and Rabbi Lazar. He had food, he had whatever he needed. Us, we come home, you have your wife, your kids, you're this, your parents, your mother, your child. Everyone's yelling and screaming. It's not so easy. It's not so simple. But a lot of you, if not all of you, you took the test, you worked hard, you chazered, you went over the material, and you made a real kinyan on Torah, and that Torah is part of you. And more than that, what appeased Rabbi Chai and his son? They went out and they saw a man who was holding two branches. And he said, one is for Shamar and one is for Zachar. And then he said, you are Menachem us. In other words, Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai was teaching us, and really what we're doing, we're all making Shabbos chashuv. What appeased Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai is that there's a Yid who knows how to keep Shabbos. There's a Yid who appreciates Shabbos. That's enough. All of us were just learning Hilchos Shabbos for the past 6 months and really becoming masters in Hilchos Shabbos. We have all made it part of us, and we became mamish like that Ahusaba. אז כל אחד שישב ולמד, אמרתי, כל יהודי עכשיו בתקופה הזאת הוא כמו רבי שמעון בר יוחאי. הוא נכנס למערה, אי אפשר לצאת החוצה, מסוכן לצאת, ומה הוא עושה בפנים? הוא יושב ולומד. ומה ניחם את רבי שמעון בר יוחאי ואת בנו? ההוא סבא, שהוא נקט את שתי הדסים. זה מה שניחם אותו. אז גם אנחנו עמלנו על הלכות שבת. And you should know, this material of Bishul, Shiach, Chazar, Vatmana is by far the hardest halachos of Hilchos Shabbos that we've done so far, and it's very hard. Now, there's one other connection, and this is something that's amazing. The Medrash and the Gemara tell us that every single day, Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai had a chavusa. Who would he learn with? He learned with Eliyahu Hanavi. Kol yom Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai lamad b'me'ara im Eliyahu Hanavi. And even us, when we're stuck in our homes, we all have our mini Eliyahu Hanavi. Who's our mini Eliyahu Hanavi? Your Smichas Chavar Rabbi. Every day they came into your computer, or once a week they came into Zoom. They zoomed in and they went into their mamish became they became the Eliyahu Hanavi in our house and in our lives. So what I would like to do is I just like to say thank you to our mini Eliyahu Hanavi. רוצה להגיד תודה לאליהו הנביא שהגיע לתוך הבתים שלנו, וזה הרבנים שלכם שלימדו אתכם במשך התקופה הזאת. So I want to go one by and just say thank you, and along the way we're going to stop. We're going to try to do something interesting. I'm going to look for each one of the Rabbeim. We're going to pop them on the screen, and we're going to say thank you. We're going to say Yasher Koach to each one. Hopefully you'll be able to spot your Rav, or maybe you can spot a Rav from a different location. And I'm going to try, and then some of them we're going to get, some of them we're not going to get. If we don't get them, we're going to move on. But we just want to mention every single Rav by name and to say Yasher Koach to each of them. אז בוא נתחיל, רק שנייה, בוא נתחיל רק עכשיו. בוא נתחיל עכשיו עם, we'll start with Rabbi Daniel Feldman. See if we can get Rabbi Daniel Feldman on. One second. Let's see here. And one second. Okay, well, I thought this would be a good idea. To be honest, thank you for rolling with the punches. בוא נראה אם אפשר למצוא את חלק מהרבנים כאן, ונגיד לכל אחד את התודה שמגיע לו. Okay, as בוא נתחיל, let's start like this. We have Okay, so it's not working so well, but what we're going to do is as follow, is we'll have at least one of the Rabbeim who's here, which I see is online. We're going to spotlight him, and that is our very wonderful Rabbi from Goldberg, Florida. He's all the way here from Boca Raton, Florida. He had one of the highest finishers, the highest people, the highest test takers in the entire country. So it's a great honor to hear a few words from our amazing Rabbi from Goldberg. I need to unmute you. One second. I have to unmute you. We're getting this. We're getting the hang of this. And yalla.
Thank you so much. On behalf of all of us, I want to express our boundless gratitude to you, Rav Eliada, for your vision, your hard work, your leadership, everything you've put into this. A mazel tov to everybody who's here. What a momentous day. And even though we can't be together, we have such memories of dancing in City Field or everyone in their private location. With the gift of technology, we can at least celebrate together virtually. A huge mazel tov to everyone. So, Rav Eliada, an enormous thank you so much for all your leadership. A big thank you to the OU. A thank you to my fellow Rebbeim. We have a Rebbeim WhatsApp group, and I've learned so much. I was inspired so much. I was taught so much by my colleagues, by my fellow Rebbeim. As you pointed out, there was a major Mesiras Nefesh this particular Zman, whether it was the Rebbeim having to carve the time and maybe leave their comfort zone to continue to teach, whether it was you who continued to provide beautiful material, whether it was the wives and children of the many who participated in this program who from home had to set aside a time and a space for their husbands, the fathers, to be able to learn, to be able to continue as part of the Chabura. The Mesiras Nefesh v'Torah makes this all the more sweet, all the more special. I'll tell you that this past Thursday night, one of the members of our Chabura, Dr. Akiva Marcus, finished his Bechina. He passed it with flying colors, and he literally went from taking the Bechina to passing a kidney stone in the hospital. He took the Bechina while in pain. He passed the Bechina, and moments later, he passed the kidney stone. That's Mesiras Nefesh v'Torah. That's what this entire experience has created. The Gemara Barachos tells us, from the day the Beis HaMikdash was destroyed, HaKadosh Baruch Hu has his 6 square feet of halacha. And Moreno Rav Shechter explains what it means is when the Beis HaMikdash existed, a person wanted to feel they were L'fnei Hashem. You went to the Beis HaMikdash and you were in the divine presence. But what happens after the destruction of the Beis HaMikdash? Where can we find him? How can we feel an intimate connection? How can we feel we're in his presence? And that's what Chazal were telling us. Miyom Shachar Beis HaMikdash, you know how you feel L'fnei Hashem? By learning Torah. Dalet Amos Shel Halacha. Bishul, Shehiyah, Hachzara, Hatmana, all these simanim of Shulchan Aruch that we collectively were immersed in, that we spent our time with. Every moment that we were in the Dalet Amos of Halacha, we were with Lifnei HaKadosh Baruch Hu, we were with Hashem. And how poignant and how appropriate, particularly in this time, when not only Micharav Beis HaMikdash, our shuls, our batei medrash, our shir rooms, they weren't accessible to us. We weren't able to be in our usual place, Lifnei Hashem. We were each in the privacy of our own home, but collectively over this technology and through the continued commitment to halacha, we remain Lifnei Hashem, feeling his presence. So a huge, enormous thank you and mazel tov to my chevra, my chabura, to everyone who's gathered. A very special thank you again, Rav Eliada, for enabling and empowering and enriching all of us to continue to feel Lifnei Hashem while our lives were shut down in so many ways. Smichas Chaver continued on, and it challenged us and it pushed us to learn and strive for greater heights. So proud to be part of this, so grateful to you for it, and thank you so much for including me. Mazel tov, everyone.
Mazel tov, mazel tov. Yashar koach gadol, mamish, amazing. Rabbi Ephraim, it's always a huge chus. So we're going to try to do this again. I'm just going to go through the list of the Rabbeim, because every single Rav, your Rabbeim, each one is your mini Eliyahu Hanavi, like we said. They came into your house when it was hard, and they continued to teach the Smichas Chaver program and to continue. Every Rav deserves his a private Yashar koach. So I'm just going to try to go, if we'll try to get some online, we'll try to spotlight some of their videos wherever we can. So the first one is Rabbi Daniel Feldman from Teaneck, New York, from Or Sadia, Mamish Yashar koach gadol to him and to all of them assignment. The next is we have over here. Rav Daniel Yashar koach gadol, it's supposed to see you. Mamish Yashar koach gadol. The next is Rav Yoni Levin. Rav Yoni Levin from Isha Kodesh, Mamish Mesiras Nefesh, Yashar koach gadol to you, and all the Talmidim. I'm sure are very happy to see you as well. The next is we have Reb Shmuel Marcus. Reb Shmuel Marcus from Queens. If we can get him on, Reb Shmuel Marcus was from the Miyazdim, from the first 2-3 programs that started Smichas Chaver in America. Yasher Koach to you as well. And we have Reb Chaim Marcus, cousins with Reb Shmuel Marcus. Yasher Koach Gadol B'chim Abayim Shalom V'cha, all the way from Springfield, New Jersey. Yasher Koach to you, to your amazing Chabura. You also had, 20 people who took the test, maybe even more. Mamish incredible. We have Rav Yitzhak Gettinger, all the way from Manhattan, near Kodesh, with the AirPods. We love him. The coolest Rav in the entire world. If you're ever in Manhattan, go to the West Side. The youngest are the West Side. Mamish amazing. We have Rav Uri Lesser from West Hempstead with his amazing child, whose name starts with a Shin, maybe Shlomo, maybe Simcha. We're not sure. But anyways, Rav Uri, Yasher Koach Gadol, Hashem should bless you. We have Rav Aaron Kraft from Chicago, Illinois. Yasher Koach, Rav Aaron mi Chicago, v'ugam itchid lifnei shana, a year ago. And he also has an incredible group of guys. And also, once you're on, I want to thank Tzvi Reifer for helping getting the Chicago group on board. Yasher Koach to you and to everyone. The next we have is Rav Siegel, Rav Gershom Siegel, our Eliyahu Hanavi from Boston. I think they have the highest percentage of MIT and Harvard professors in the entire country davening in Yeshua. So can you imagine being a Rav of a community where everyone is a professor or has a PhD from Harvard or MIT? Yasher Koach Gadol, and it's mamish a pleasure having you on board. Rabbi Nahman Silver from Silver Spring. Shalom Vacha. We went to Ner Yisrael together. Mamish a rock star. If you're in Silver Spring, stop by Rabbi Nahman Silver. Rav Tzvi Heber from Toronto. Buchim Abayim. Shalom Vacha. We're not doing this in any order, but it's a schos to have Tzvi Heber from the COR, the Kashrus in Toronto. Also from one of the first few chaburas, the first one that started in Canada as well. So Yasher Koach to you. We have Reb Zali Kleiman. They are the northernmost group in all Smichas Chaver from Edmonton, Canada. He's there with his beautiful daughter and son. And Reb Zali's mamish amazing. It's nice to have you on board. We have also Reb Zev Wiener from Los Angeles, California, also and his family. Buchim Abayim. Reb Zev has, I think, the largest participants and the most engaged participants in all the West Coast by far. So Yasher Koach to you, to your dedication. It's mamish incredible. We have Rav Josh Maslow, also from the West Coast. Shalom V'cha. How's it going? From Link, from the Link Institution. It's mamish incredible. We have Rabbi Yeshua Millman. If he's on, maybe he told me he's running a little late. He has another shir. I don't know exactly. We'll see if he's not on. Next, we have Rav Sariel Malitsky from Edison, New Jersey. Also an incredible chabura of guys who's incredible. One other of the Rabbeim that we have the schos. This was a big schos for the Smichas Chaver to have Rav David Hirsch, the Rosh Yeshiva in Yeshiva University, to give one of the Smichas Chaver program. Rav Hirsch also has a shir. He also has a shul in Passaic, so reverse as well. The next is also a major schos to have Rav Shai Shechter. Rav Shai Shechter, a dear friend from Girsa Diankusa, from a child back in the day. Mamish, we went back to the calf days when our parents used to speak in the calf on Shabbos. We used to play together. So it's mamish a schos, and Rav Shai also a huge shir in the young Israel of Woodmere, and what he's been doing for Am Yisrael during this time is really incredible. Ramoti Neuberger, also another Girsa Diankutza from Camp Mesorah back in the day. So Yasher Koach to also the West Side, the White Shul, the huge amount of participants. Some of the guys are taking the test now. As we speak, mamish, they're in between the Siyum and taking the test. And it's big Yasher Koach to Neuberger for pushing everyone and making a very geshmak. We have Rabbi Yaakov Trump from the Young Israel of Lawrence Sears. We can get him on. Also amazing. Yasher Koach, Buchim Abayim. Huge success in Young Israel of Lawrence Cedarhurst, and Atzlacha Rabba he just became the Rav recently, so you should go Michal and Shem should bless you. We also have Rabbi Cheskel Hartman, also from Lawrence, from the base medrash of Lawrence. Buchim Abayim, amazing group of guys. Also dedicated Kamosha Tzlich, Rav Daniel Koren from Monsey, Ira Kodesh, from the famous Shiner Shul, also known as Or Chaim. So Buchim Abayim to Rav Daniel Koren, a little Yohan Navi, who comes into our computers every day. The next we have is Rav Jonah Steinmetz. Rav Jonah Steinmetz, all the way from Washington Heights. Buchim Abayim and his amazing, beautiful son. Yasher Koach. This is a real family event. We have Rav Gabriel Getz from Phoenix. Phoenix, Arizona, Buchim Abim. I think right now it's 10 o'clock in Phoenix. It's hard to keep track of all the time. We have Rav Do Foxbrunner, Rav Do from Atlanta, Yasher Koach, Buchim Abim, Mamish, Yasher Koach to you and to all your dedication. When we had the schus to learn together when we were in Eretz Yisrael, so it was really something special. From Memphis, Tennessee, Rav Naftali Zions, standing, weighing in at Mamish rock star, Shabbat rock star. I think they had 23 people in Memphis taking the Bechina. And if basically what I've been hearing from Memphis is that if someone had told me that there would be 23 guys taking a Bechina on Hilchot Shabbos, no one would believe you. They would say Mashiach would come first. And the reason why that happened is because the person on the screen right now, and that is Rav Naftali Zion. So Yasher Koach to you for all your dedication. From Toronto, from the Bayit, we have Rav Zev Spitz and his also amazing son, also huge cheer. 50 guys every week, dedication. Rav Zev is mamish big tzaddik, a big anav, and it's a schos to have you on board with everyone. From Fairlawn, we have Rav Eli Belzan, Yasher Koach Gadol. Also, his guys are on fire. Mamish, they're holding, and I think they might have the highest average. I'm not sure. We have to check to see which group has the highest average, and it could be it's coming from Fairlawn, but I'm not sure. We have Rabbi Reuben Klein, he's not here, but he is in Sydney, Australia. He's sleeping. He's going to see the recording, but we still want to say thank you to him. And we have Diane Elimelech Venzetta from the UK. I do not see him online. But also we want to say Yasher Koach to him. He's from Edgware. And we also have from the United Kingdom, there's 2 chaburas in the United Kingdom. One's in Edgware and one's in Hendon. And that's given by Rav David Tuganaft. And we'll try to see if we can get him on board. If he's here, I'm not sure. But anyways, a huge Yasher Koach. He's in Nishmas Yisrael. And it's amazing. Achron Chaviv for not Eretz Yisrael. Now we just finished the rest of the world. And this is from Chile. Who here can spot Chile on the back? I'm sure so. Rabbi Yaakov Bengio. Shalom Uvracha. ¿Cómo estás, amigo? How are you? All the way from Chile. Buchim Abayim. Really, it's a schos to have you on board, and it's a schos to have you with us. So Yasher Koach to you. And before we get to the Israelis, the groups that are here in Eretz Yisrael, I'd like to call on the first Rav who agreed to give Smichas Chaver in America, and that is Rabbi Aryeh Leibowitz from the 5 towns. And hopefully, B'ezrat Hashem, if we'll be able to, here we go, Rabbi Leibowitz, I'm going to try to unmute you. And Bruchim Abayim, welcome. Rabbi Leibowitz was the first Rav who agreed to bring Smichas Chaver to America. And after he did it, everyone ran. So all the Torah, all the locations, we have a big Hakar Satov to Rabbi Leibowitz. So we'll hear a few words from Rabbi Leibowitz, and then we'll go to the locations in Eretz Yisrael. Chavod.
Thank you so much, Rav Eliada. I think we all owe a tremendous debt of gratitude to Rav Eliada for infusing our lives with more Torah, more meaning, and engaging us in such an important way throughout the entire world. Just seeing the list that he just ran through so quickly, it is an incredible zechus to be part of such a special group of people. You know, Rav Hutner writes in the Hakdama to the Igros Uksavim of Pachad Yitzchak, that in all of Torah, we find only 2 structures that are meant to house something, that are a structure that are meant to be a home of some sort. We find that there is the Teva and there is the Mishkan. And Rav Hutner writes that when it comes to the Teva, its function was to block out all the negativity that was happening on the outside. There was utter destruction outside. Protection, that was in the Teva. When it came to the Mishkan, we were in a wonderful environment. We had the whole machna of Klal Yisrael all around the Mishkan. But even when you're in an environment of Kedusha, you need that one place of extra Kedusha, that one place that elevates you. And Rav Hutner suggests that the role of a yeshiva nowadays is both of those milos, that we are guarded from many negative influences that surround us. But in addition to that, we're not just protected, but we're elevated by the Torah learning. If that's true of a yeshiva, then all the more so it's true of Smichas Chaver and Kal V'chomer Ben Benoshel Kal V'chomer during these strange, difficult, challenging times. Insert your adjective. There's no way to describe the times that we're in. That yes, we're in our homes and protected from something that's quite literally a mashchis that's outside, that's quite literally a destructive influence outside, but we're also in our homes. places of Kedusha, places that are supposed to be places of Ruchnius. Our homes have all become Batei Medrash and Batei Knesiot. And yet, we have these moments of learning Torah where it's elevated. It's Kodesh HaKadashim. It's elevated above the Kedusha that surrounds us and hopefully impacts everything that's going on in the home. And I know so many people have shared with me from our Chabura and people I meet from other Chaburas how this has been transformative. This limud has been transformative. One of the young men from our Chabura told me that going into the kitchen on Shabbos now is an entirely different experience. It's not just, oh, what's being served on Shabbos, what's the food, but he gets to see all of the halacha in action. You see Torah's Hashem in everything that we do. And for that, I just want to, again, on behalf of, all of the other Rabbeim as well, thank Rav Yada for his incredible leadership. I don't think there's another person on this earth that could have pulled this all together. And with that kind of energy, with that kind of positivity, it takes a special kind of person to be told that it's a crazy dream and it can't happen, and to ignore all of that and make it happen, and make sure that Klal Yisrael is uplifted. We have tremendous hakaras hatov to Harav El Yada Shlita, and to all of my fellow Rebbeim, and of course, most of all, to all of our beloved Talmidim, all of our Chaverim, who we have the opportunity to learn with each and every day. And Be'ezras Hashem, we should go Mechayil al Chayil, from Limud to Limud, and continue to cover additional sections of Shulchan Aruch until we're Bekiyim in all Daled Chelkei Shulchan Aruch, Be'ezras Hashem.
Amen v'amen. Yashar koach gadol. Bar, it's always mamash zchus to see you panim el panim. So thank you so much, and mamash gevaldik. עכשיו נעבור לרבנים בעברית, מה שאמרנו מקודם, שהרבנים הם כמו אליהו הנביא, שהגיעו ונכנסו לתוך הבתים של כל אחד. אז דבר ראשון, אני רוצה להגיד תודה רבה לרב יהודה מן, שהוא מעביר את החבור והבן שלו היקר בגבעת זאב, בקובנה, וגם, אז יש כוח גדול לך. יש גם עוד רב אריה ליבוביץ, שהוא מרמת בית שמש. Shalom Uvracha this year is given in English in Ramat Beit Shemesh Gimel. So yashar koach to you. We have in Eretz Yisrael, we have groups in English and we have groups in Hebrew as well. So yashar koach to you. And מרחובות עיר הקודש יש לנו הרב הגאון, הרב ראובן גולן, שליטה, ראש מערכת דרכי תורה. אז ישר כוח גדול לרב ולכל התלמידים שמאוד מאוד נהנים מכל שנייה ומכל דקה שהם בשיעור שלך, אז ישר כוח גדול לכם. יש לנו גם חבר טוב, רב אבי רטנר. הרב אבי רטנר, נראה אם יש לו כאן, אם אפשר למצוא אותו כאן במצלמה, וישר כוח גדול לרב אבי. לא מוצאים? נלך לבא, רב יצי טלר, שהוא היה חברותא שלי, למדנו ביחד בחינות לרבנות, בואו נראה אם אפשר למצוא אותו כאן על המסך. רב יצי טלר למדנו ביחד, ועמלנו, וישר כוח לרב יצי שהוא מעביר את השיעור בהר-נוף. יש לנו את השותפי והאהובי ובן דודי, הרב דוד לבנטל שליטה, שכל המערכת כאן בישראל, זה באמת בזכותו, ואנחנו שותפים יד ביד בכל הסמיך חבר שיש כאן בארץ, אז ישר כוח, והוא השיעור הראשון, הסכים להעביר את השיעור בעברית, עוד לפני כולם, כאן ברחביה, יש לו איזה 30 חבר'ה שמגיעים, אוהבים אותו, מתחברים ללימוד, אז ישר כוח גדול. אחריו יש לנו את הרב אהרון דואר, שהוא גם מעביר שיעורים בכל הארץ, פתח תקווה, בבני ברק, בקריית הרצוג, בכל המקומות, ואנשים דוארים אחריו ואחרי משפחתו, ממש ישקני מנשיקות פי, או מה שנקרא, כל אחד, כולם נהנים. יש לנו את הרב עזרא פרידמן, מלא אדומים, בואו נראה אם אפשר למצוא אותו, שהוא גם מעביר את השיעור, he gives it in English, רב עזרא פרידמן gives the shir in English. יש לנו את הרב אביעד בבאי, שהוא גם, אותו ראינו מקודם, ננסה להעלות את רב אביעד, שהוא גם מעביר את השיעורים בפתח תקווה, והוא גם, האמת היא בזכות רב אהרון דואר שהוא כאן, מצאנו את רב אביעד בבאי, שליטה. אז ישר כוח לכבודו, וברוכים הבאים. יש לנו את הרב פסח זק, שהוא גם מעביר את השיעור בפתח תקווה, אז ישר כוח גדול לכם ולכל המאמצים. יש לנו את הרב אלדד גוטל, בנווה הפסגה, הרב אלדד גוטל, אלדד בוטרמן, קרוב, הרב בוטרמן שגם מאלעד, אז ישר כוח גדול לכם ולכל העזרה ולכל העמל. והנה אלעד בוטרמן מנווה הפסגה, וישר כוח לכם. יש לנו גם את הרב שבתא יוגל, הרב יוגל, שהוא מגיע מרעננה, והוא באמת מקיל קהילות ברעננה, ועמל ויגיע, ואנחנו ננסה למצוא אותו. חצי שנייה. הרב יוגל לא יודע, לפעמים הרבנים מישראל כותבים את השם, לפעמים חלק מהם בעברית, חלק באנגלית, אז קצה נמצוא אותם. יש לנו גם את הרב לב לויטן. הרב לב לויטן, את הרב יש סרטון עוד מעט, אז תראו את הרב שבתא יוגל בסרטון. יש לנו את הרב לב לויטן, שהוא גם מרחובות, וישר כוח גדול שהוא גם מקיל שם הקהילות. יש את הרב משה שחור, הנה הרב לב לויטן, שלום וברכה. יש את הרב משה שחור מארנוף, ברוכים הבאים, מה נשמע? we also have Rev Ruvain Berman from Ramot, who gives the shir in Ramot. He gives it in English. Yasher koach to, I saw Rav Ru before. He should be here somewhere. Oh, there he is. Shalom v'acha. Welcome, Rav Ru Berman. Mamish, amazing to have you on board. And Yasher koach gadol for all your work. And we have Rabbi Yehuda Kaufman from Beitar. So now let's get to the programming. עכשיו בוא ניכנס. עכשיו זה רק היה הכרת הטוב. אמרתי לכולם, מצאנו את הרב יוגל. ברוכים הבאים. מה נשמע ברעננה? ישר כוח גדול. ושלום וברכה. Okay, עכשיו נגיע לתוכנית. We're going to start the actual programming. I apologize. I did not expect this part to take this long, but what we have on right now is we're going to have to hear from incredible people in a second, and also we're going to have a video, and we're going to do a Kahoot. Maybe we'll leave the Kahoot for the end for all those who want to stay on for the Kahoot. We'll change that. So the Kahoot, we're going to end with the Kahoot. We're going to hear from Rav Shachter. We're going to hear from Rav Amar, and we're gonna have a video in the middle as well. So first of all, before we even start, I want to say that tonight is the yahrzeit of a dear friend and a family member, and that is Mr. Michael Strauss. If you've all opened up your Mar Mekomo sheets, on the bottom of the Mar Mekomo sheet, למטה בדפי מקורות, כתוב לעילוי נשמת החבר, שלמה מיכאל, בן מאיר. Mr. Strauss he was a family member, but he was also a Judaic silversmith, and his whole life he dedicated for making the Torah and making Yahadus beauty. כל החיים שלו הוא ניסה לעשות שהתורה וכל היהודייקה יהיה משהו יפה ונחמד. So it is a schus for us to dedicate the Smichas Chaver program Le'ilu Nishmas Mr. Strauss, whose yahrzeit is today, where his whole life was to beautify Torah, and that's really what we want to do. Our goal is to beautify the Torah through our learning and to be amal b'Torah. And when we work so hard and we take a test, it becomes so sweet. The Torah becomes sweet, and that's really what he did his entire life. So I want to say just a thank you to Jeremy Strauss. I don't know, maybe we can get him on. There he is, amazing. You didn't know that was going to happen. Thank you, Jeremy Strauss, and also to his amazing mother. I think she's on. I don't know if we can get her on. She probably does not want her face on, so we're not going to put her on. Mrs. Ann Strauss, who's been an aunt for us personally when we came to America. So Yasher Koach Gadol to you and to your entire family. Now, I wanted to say a story. אני רוצה לספר לכם סיפור. לפני קצת פחות משלוש שנים, אני הייתי בארץ. I was here in Israel. And I had this idea, היה לי רעיון, סמיכס חבר, נעשה בחינות, נלמד, יהיה רבנים, יהיה אקשן, יהיה נחמד. And I told it to a whole bunch of different people, like, you have an idea, you tell people, and people are like, okay, yeah, it's nice. And then I met one person who changed the entire program. One person who propelled this program to new heights. And that is someone who I am honored to call a friend, someone I'm honored to call a mentor, someone who has been incredible, and that is Mr. Alan Fagan. Mr. Alan Fagan is the vice president of the OU, סגן מנכ"ל של OU העולמי, and it's an absolute honor together working specifically with him, but working with the entire organization who took Smichas Chaver under their wings and propelled it to highs that we've never even imagined in Mamish in 2 years' time. Right now, just on Zoom, we have 640 people. We have another 200 people, I think, around that on the live stream on YouTube. So it's really a schos, and it's an honor, and it's a pleasure. And talk about when you look back at life and you say some encounters, changed the trajectory of your life. So that breakfast that we had, 3 years ago around, I think it was in the Inbal, where he invited me and he said, yeah, come Come, I would love to hear what you have to say. As סגן מנכ"ל, אדון מיסטר אלן פיגין הזמין אותי וישבנו ודיברנו ושוחחנו, והוא אמר לי, כל דבר שאני יכול לעזור לך, אנחנו נעשה את זה. Let's do this. Let's make this happen. And since then, we haven't looked back. So on a personal note, thank you for Mamish helping. And on behalf of everyone here, on behalf of the Rabbeim, on behalf of the Talmidim, on behalf of everyone, we want to say thank you so much. And we would love to hear a few words from the Vice President, Mr. Alan Fegan.
Thank you very much, Rabbi Yada. Bershus Hagon, Rishon LeZion, Harav Shlomo Amar. Bershus Hagon, Moreno Rabbeinu, Harav Hershel Schachter. Bershus all of the Magidei Shir, all of the Chashava Rabbanim, and in particular, Bershus Harav Elyada Goldvich, the founder of Smichas Chaver, the inspiration of Smichas Chaver. It's really my delight to be able to welcome all of you. I was going to say this morning, this afternoon, this evening, whatever time zone you're in, to wish each and every one of you our heartiest mazel tov on the completion of yet another Seder of learning through this remarkable Smichas Chaver program. I don't think that any of us could have anticipated when we celebrated the last Siyum just a few months ago, that today we would be in the midst of a pandemic and that we would be convening this Siyum virtually rather than gathering together face to face in joyous celebration. In the past several weeks, our lives have been so fundamentally disoriented. Our religious lives being forced to daven without a minyan, our professional lives, our social lives now led substantially in isolation, our economic stability completely uprooted. The Navi in Zechariah describes such a period of total chaos and upheaval. In the 14th perek, the Navi Zechariah says, V'haya yom echad hu yivadal Hashem lo yom v'lo laila. And I find it such an apt description because there's barely a day that I don't feel the disconcerting effects of quarantine in the most normal daily rhythms and routines, which have now been completely disordered. Often I find myself, I don't know if it's the same for many of you, but I find myself often wondering what day it is. Normal sleep patterns are completely disrupted. Our work patterns, our rhythms of life are totally upended. And in so many ways, it has become a time of lo yom v'lo laila. And I think it's fair to say that the antidote to such dislocation and disorder is our ability to concentrate on maintaining the fundamental structure of our lives. Even when it's not possible to daven with a minyan, Halacha instructs us to daven at the time that the minyan would otherwise have been held. Shabbos frames our weekly calendar and gives it some sense of coherence. And now Sphira gives us an opportunity to add yet another layer of temporal structure to our lives. And likewise, I think it is equally the case that the ability to be koveya itin is the antidote to all of the disorder that currently engulfs us. So perhaps now more than ever before, the comfort of regular Torah study is even more necessary and even more appreciated. The regular interaction of Rebbeim and Talmidim, the maintenance of the Chevrashaf between participants, the sharing of Torah learning with spouses and children, each of these fundamental dimensions, fundamental aspects of the Smichas Chaver program, each of these is more critical now in these days of lo yom v'lo laila. Let me conclude by thanking Rav Amar and Rav Schachter for honoring us yet again by their participation in this Siyum and for their constant support for Smichas Chaver. By thanking all of our extraordinary Magidei Shir, who have continued their shiurim in the face of all of the difficulties, all of the challenges, all of the time constraints and burdens placed on them. And by extending all of us our collective Hakaras Hatov to Rav Elyada Goldvich, who continues to inspire us to even greater achievement in Torah learning. We had all kinds of plans of expanding Smichas Chaver, more locations, more countries, more Magidei Shir, and those plans are temporarily on hold for all the reasons that I think everyone can understand. We've hit a temporary speed bump. But I think Rav Elyada doesn't know what a speed bump is. And as soon as this pandemic passes, and it will, he will be back pushing us further, pressing us forward, and expanding this program and all of his efforts at Harbatzas Torah, which are now becoming legendary throughout the globe. So my final comment is to say this. In the schus of this Siyum, may the latest addition to the Goldvich family be raised, l'Torah, l'chuppah, l'masim tovim, and may all of us merit good health and the speedy end to this Magefa.
Amen. Amen. Ashkar Gadol. Thank you so much, Mr. Fagan. You should know, you can ask people who drive with me. For me, a speed bump is a launching pad. It just, you can get further. So Yashar Koach to you. So right now, B'ezrat Hashem, we're gonna have this schus in 1 minute to hear from Rav Schachter. There's gonna be a video, and then we're gonna have this schus to hear from Rishon LeZion, Rav Amar. But before, just to introduce Rav Schachter for 30 seconds, this is something that I mentioned when Rav Schachter came to visit the Smichas Chaver program in Eretz Yisrael, and that is that the Kohen Gadol, the Torah tells us, he wears the Choshen. Kohen Gadol vesh the Choshen, and the Choshen has the names of all of Bnei Yisrael. And the question is, why specifically is the Choshen on the chest, right? Why is it over here? So some of the Mefarshim explain that someone who's a Kohen Gadol, someone who's a Manig, he needs to wear the names of all of Am Yisrael on his heart. He needs to view every Jew as a gem. The names of the Shvatim were engraved on the gems. Rav Schachter is the Manig who wears the Choshen constantly. Rav Schachter always has the names of Am Yisrael on his chest. He's always caring about Am Yisrael. He's always caring about everyone, especially specifically in this terrible Magifah that we're going through now. But even more so, the Kohen Gadol has another beged, and that's the ephod. The ephod is where the Kohen Gadol had also, he had 2 stones over here and on his shoulders, and 2 stones had the names of also the names of Bnei Yisrael Chakuk on the ephod. And the Mefarshim explain why specifically here also are the names of Bnei Yisrael. So they explain that it's not enough for a leader to have the names of Am Yisrael on his heart. It's not enough to love every Jew. It's not enough to view every Jew as a gem that he really is. What a manig really needs to do is also to carry the nation on his shoulders. And Baruch Hashem, we have a schus to have a Rabbi like Rav Schachter, the Rosh Yeshiva, who specifically now through this tkufa has mamish been carrying all of Am Yisrael through this terrible time. And I know specifically I want to dedicate this segment of the Chabura to Rav David Herman, who's one of the mishtatfim in Smichas Chaver and Rav Aryeh Leibowitz's Chabura in the 5 towns. And he was nifter from this terrible Magefa, but Rav Aryeh Leibowitz told me that he was probably one of the best guys in the entire Chabura, and he scored the highest on the test. So this section, the shir that we're going to hear now from Rav Schachter, is going to be Leil Nishmas Mr. Herman, and it should be a schus for all of Am Yisrael. So it's mamsha, it's a pleasure, and it's a schus to have the Reshiva together with us.
Thank you very much. Shalom Aleichem, everybody. Mazel tov to all of the Messiahim. You should just keep in mind the Rambam defines the mitzvah of Talmud Torah in Perek Aleph and Hilchos Talmud Torah, Halacha Ches. Kol ish miYisrael chai b'Talmud Torah bein ani bein ashir, whether wealthy or poor, bein shalom megufa bein bal yisurim, whether he's in good condition or he's sick, bein bachor, whether he's young, bein shayizak and gadol, even if he's an old person, shatoshesh kochai, he's weak, afilo ani, amispainis ben hatzdaka, mechazer al apsach, afilo balisha ubanim, even if he's married and he has children and he's obligated to work for a living to support them. He has an obligation. We have an obligation to learn the hasmada. The Gemara in Menachos discusses the nature of that hasmada. How does it compare to the din of lechem panim lefanai tamid? There's a din of hasmada that the lechem panim has to be on the shulchan. So it doesn't mean literally 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Well, no, they shouldn't go by without having lechem hapanim on the shulchan. Let's say every week they bake the lechem hapanim on Friday, they put it on the shulchan on Shabbos morning. So what if they took up the old lechem hapanim in the morning, then late in the afternoon before the shkid, they'll put on the new lechem hapanim that they just baked yesterday on Erev Shabbos. Will that satisfy the requirement of lechem panim lefanai tamid? Tamid means that they shouldn't go by without having lechem hapanim on the shulchan, or it means no, literally tamid. The Gemara has such a discussion with respect to learning Torah. Hagisa b'yom v'layla is to be taken literally all day and all night. Literally, it does mean no, you should learn 5 minutes every day, 5 minutes every night. The Gemara discusses this topic. It's interesting. The Rambam in the Mishnah Torah has 14 svarim. That's why Klal Yisrael didn't really like the name Mishnah Torah. The Rambam writes in his Hagdama, all you have to do is study the Tanakh and read my Sefer, Mishnah Torah. You know all there is to know. So that's quite a statement. So the meaning is we don't call it Mishnah Torah. We call it the Yarach HaZokah. It's a nickname. Why do we call it Yarach HaZokah? Because the Yud Dalet Svarim, the 14th Svarim. So the beginning of every Sefer, on the first page, the Rambam has a pasuk, which is the motto of that Sefer. So on the first page, first Sefer is Mada, second Sefer is Ahava. So the motto for Sefer Ahava is Mo Ahavti Torasecha Kol Hayom Hisicha Si. So Soloveitchik commented, maybe what it means is the Rambam at the very end of Hilchos Tshuva talks about Avos Hashem. So he says a person has to have Avos Hashem like a boy is madly in love with a girl, and all day and all night he's eating, thinking about the girl, he's dreaming at night about the girl, all day and all night he's so the same is regarding learning Torah. And love for HaKadosh Baruch Hu, a person should be obsessed like a mishugaz. The person should be crazy about learning, be crazy about the Ribbon Shalom. It should be a monomania. You want to be thinking about the Ribbon Shalom. That's what the Rambam calls Sefer Avo, and he uses the motto, B'ahavasa Tishget Tamid. These are mitzvahs. What does he have in Sefer Avo? He has Kriya Shema. We recite Kriya Shema Bayom Balayla. The Rambam in the Sefer Mitzvahs counts it as one mitzvah. There's one mitzvah to recite to be Mekabel HaMalchus Shamayim in the morning and in the evening. This is Man Kriya Shema in the morning and Kriya Shema in the evening. Why is it one mitzvah? The Ramban argues with the Rambam. There's two different mitzvahs. Manu Shalzeh, look, is Manu Shalzeh. So why does he count it as one mitzvah? The answer is it's two parts to one mitzvah. It's supposed to be Mekabel HaMalchus Shamayim Tamid. The way to do it is by reciting Kriya Shema twice a day, but it's one big mitzvah. The fact that you recite Kriya Shema twice a day is considered as if you're Mekabel HaMalchus Shamayim all day long. Same is true regarding Tefillah. The Rambam has in Ava, he has Hilchos Tefillah. So the Gemara says we daven 3 times a day. On Shabbos and Yom Tov, we daven 4 times a day. You add Musaf. On Yom Kippur, you daven 5 times a day. You add Ne'ilah. But the Gemara says, when we daven the 3 times a day or the 4 times a day, it represents the fact as if we were davening all day long. That's Ba'avasa Tishget Tamid. So the learning, even if you assume that if you learn 5 minutes every day, 5 minutes every night, one is in fulfillment of the mitzvah of Hagisa B'yom v'layla, doesn't mean all day and all night, but the learning 5 minutes a day, 5 minutes a night, is considered as if the person did it all day long. That's the theme of that Sefer. Even if he's not talking and learning all day long, the fact that he has a Seder Bayom and a Seder Balayla, Bikviyas, is considered as if Tamid, Babasa Tishget Tamid. There's a big problem now. A lot of people retire, and then after they retire, they don't know what to do with their time. So they sit and watch television. They twiddle their thumbs. They become inactive. They become stupid. That's the closing lines in the Mishnah is Kinim. The end of the third parak in Kinim. One of the Tanam Shimon ben Akashim is Ziknei Amihar. It's called Manshim Askinim. A person is not into learning. As he gets older, Daitan Mitarefes Aleim. They're going to lose their seichel. And he quotes a pasuk from Eov, as opposed to Avol Ziknei Torah, Ziknei Tamid Chacham Einaken, calls Manshim Askinim. Daitan Misyasheves Aleim. They'll have something to keep themselves busy with. They'll be able to learn Torah. This period of the year, Sphira time, we are preparing for Kabbalah HaTorah. So the Ran, commenting on the Rif, in the very end of Psachim, the Rif, and the end of Psachim quotes the dinim of Sphira Saimer. Because in the Gemara, Sphira Saimer is only a Menachas, and the Rif didn't write on Zvachim and Menachas, because most of it is not Negeb, is Manazeh. So the last page in the Rif Psachim, he quotes all the dinim of Sphira Saimer from the Gemara Menachas, from Daf Samachlov. So the Ran quotes a Medrash that Bnei Yisrael was so excited about the possibility of having Kabbalah Torah, Maimon HaSinai, so they were counting down the days, how many more days to go till Maimon HaSinai. And the Rebbe Shalom appreciated that so much that he decided, just like the Jews were so excited, and on their own, they volunteered, they were counting the days. Like I remember some of the boys when they get married, so 2 months in advance, they're counting another 60 days, I'm going to get married, another 59 days, I'm going to get married, another 58 days, I'm going to get married. So because Bnei Yisrael demonstrated such excitement about Kabbalah HaTorah, and they counted Sphira on their own, they volunteered, so the Rebbe Shalom was convey that as a mitzvah l'doros that we should count also. So the Gemara says that we count Sphira, mitzvah l'mimnei yomi, or mitzvah l'mimnei shavuot, because you have the mitzvah of Sphira Saim appears in the Chumash twice, in Parshas Hamor, then later on in Chumash Dvarim, in Parshas Re'eh. So one description, it says, Shibba Shavuos Tispaloch, you should count weeks. The other description is Tisparo Hamishim Yom, you should count days. So the Gemara says, which is it? Are you counting the days? Are you counting the weeks? So Abaye says it's not a contradiction. It's one big mitzvah, the way the Rambam learns. Mitzvah the Mimnei Yomi, or mitzvah the Mimnei Shavuot. We say today is day number 24. And that means that it's 3 days and 3 weeks and 3 days in the Sphira Saim. So the Gemara, there's a discussion in Menachos on that daf, some of where the Sphira Saim B'Bizman Hazeh is the Raisa de Rabbanan. We don't have a Beis Hamikdash. We haven't brought the Minchas Ha'omer. Maybe we're not been obligated to bring a Minchas Ha'omer. If you don't have a Beis Hamikdash, maybe there's no chiyuv. But Lamaisa, we haven't brought the Minchas Ha'omer. So that's why there's a discussion whether the Sphira Saim B'Bizman Hazeh is the Raisa de Rabbanan. So the Rambam and many Gaonim seem to hold that Sphira Saim B'Bizman Hazeh is the Raisa. They don't quote that anything changed. And the Shulchan Aruch, Paskins like the Bali HaTaisvis, Halacha L'maisa, the Sphira Saim B'Bizman Hazeh is only the Rabbanan. We have certain leniencies because of the fact that we assume the Sphira Saim B'Bizman Hazeh is only the Rabbanan. So then in Shulchan Aruch, they quote a compromise shita. We have the Gemara says a difference between counting the days and counting the weeks, but we don't have such a girsa in the Gemara. So you look in the commentaries on the page in Shulchan Aruch, the Chok Yankov, on the bottom of the page, and Ilchas Pesach quotes the girsa of the Rabbeinu Yerucham and the Gemara. That's the counting of the days is the Raisa, and the counting of the weeks is the Rabbanan. We don't have such a girsa. There's the girsa of the Rabbeinu Yerucham. How do you understand that? What's the logic? So the commentaries explain is based on the Gemara in Chagiga. The Gemara says in Chagiga that if one didn't bring the Oilas Riyah on Shavuos, Shavuos a Yontav and Eretz Shavuos is 1 day Yontav. So you have the next 6 days following Shavuos can be Tashlumin. Not only is there Tashlumin the last 6 days of Pesach, but it's still Pesach. Even Tashlumin, the next 6 days following Shavuos, there's Tashlumin. Whoever didn't bring the Oilas Riyah, the Shalom Chagiga, can bring it during this month of Tashlumin. How do you know that there's Tashlumin? So one of the Amoraim says, because it's a mitzvah l'bim the Yomei, mitzvah l'bim the Shavuot, the purpose, the goal of Sphira Saim is to be Kaveh Shavuos. So we count days of Sphira to be Kaveh Shavuos as a yontav of 1 day. We count weeks to be Kaveh Shavuos as a yontav of a week. So Shavuos is a yontav of 1 day with respect to what? It's an Isa Malacha for 1 day. And there's a chiv to bring the Musafim on 1 day. If you didn't bring the Musafim on Shavuos, there's no Tashlumin. But we also count the weeks to be Kaveh Shavuos as a yontav of a week with respect to what is Shavuos a Yantav of a week. So Be'achreach, you have to say that there's Tashlum in Kol Shiva. Whoever didn't bring the Olasriya, the Shalmei Chagiga, on Shavuos has the next 6 days to bring it. So Rabbi Yerucham had the Girs and the Gemara that Bizman Shabbos HaMikdash Hayim, so you count both Minat Torah to lead up to the goal to be Kaver Shavuos as a Yantav of a day, as well as a Yantav of a week, that you have Tashlum Kol Shiva. But if we don't have a Beis HaMikdash, and doesn't look, we don't know, if we don't see in the near future that we're going to have a Beis HaMikdash for Shavuos. So what are you going to count? Minat Torah, you're going to count the weeks to establish Shavuos as a Yantav of a week. But my nafkamina, there isn't going to be any Olas Riyah, so there won't be any Tashlum either. So that's why the Rabbi Yerucham had that Girs in the Gemara that the mitzvah, the Vimne Yemi Bizman Hazeh, is a mitzvah Minat Torah. It's leading up to establish Shavuos as a Yantav of a day with respect to Yisam Malacha. That's Noig Bizman Hazeh Minat Torah. But Shavuos as a week, a Yantav of a whole week for the purpose of Tashlumin, for the Olas Riyah. Unfortunately, Baba and Hussein, we don't have the Beis HaMikdash, and we don't have the whole idea of Tashlum. After we finish Sfiras HaEmer, Taisus points out that we say, Arachman Yachzalon Avodas Beis HaMikdash L'Mekama, we pray to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Beis HaMikdash should be rebuilt B'Korev, and the Sfiras HaEmer should be completely Minat Torah, both the Yomim and the Shavuos. Mazel Tov to all of you who completed. You should do well on the finals, on the beginners, and we should all continue to learn more now. Thank you.
Amen. Yasher koach to the Rosh Yeshiva. Hu mamish, it's b'schut Rosh Yeshiva shedochef otanu lilmod and is, pushing us to take the bechina because of the certificate at the end. So a real Yasher koach to the Rosh Yeshiva on behalf of all the Lomdim and all the around the world, all the Lomdim and also all the Rabbeim. Okay. There are 2.5 more things planned for the Siyum. First thing, right now, we're going to do a video. I'm going to show you a video of just different people from different locations all over the Simicha Savra program around the world. It is actually, I think it's a great video. Just one warning, adjust your microphone and your mic. אנחנו עכשיו רואים, יש סרטון עכשיו, שהוא גם בעברית וגם באנגלית, אז כל אלה שרק מבינים עברית אפשר עדיין להתחבר, והסרטון יהיה גם בעברית וגם באנגלית, ואחרי זה יהיה לנו את הזכות לשמוע את הדברים מפי הראשון לציון ורבה של ירושלים, הרב שלמה אמר. Right after the video, we're going to have the zchus to hear from the Rishon LeZion and the Chief Rav of Yerushalayim, Rav Shlomo Amar, who's also behind this entire program. And right afterwards, for those who are interested, we'll stick around for a Kahoot. So here we go. The only thing is adjust your volume because it might be a little bit off. 1 second. Here we go.
ומה אתה רוצה שנבין מזה? איך מתרחקים ומתקרבים בכאב הזה? רוצה לחיות אותך ולא להיות לבד. ומה אתה רוצה שנלמד מזה? ואיך נדע להתאחד בפירוד הזה? עד שניתן לך כתר מלוכה, כתר מלוכה.
יחדידיי, 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 ליי, יחדידיי, 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 ליי, יחדידיי, יחדידיי, תרידיי, ליי, איי, תרידיי. Tirirara-mai, tirirai-lai-lai. Ay, tirirara-rai, tirirai-lai-lai. Oh, tirirara-mai, tirirai-lai-lai. Tirirai-lai-lai, tiriridam. Ay, ay, oh, ay. Tirirara-mai, tirirai-lai-lai. Ay, tirirara-rai, tirirai-lai-lai. Ay, tirirara-mai, tirirai-lai-lai. Tirirai-lai-lai, tirirai.
I just finished the first installment of the Smicha Sahaba program at Young Israel of Century City in Los Angeles, which was taught by Rabbi Zev Wiener, and I have to say it was the best learning of my life.
שלום, שמי דוד הירש מצ'ילה, אני למדתי שנה שעברה סמיכת חבר עם רב ג'ייק בנג'ו, השנה אני גם לומד איתו, זה נותן לנו הרבה ידע, הרבה לימוד של הלכה כמו שצריך.
It really changed the way I look Torah, and it helped my family to get more involved in learning halacha lemaise, and it's very important for us in Chile.
ולדעת שזה לא רק אתה שלומד את זה, זה הרבה אנשים בעולם.
SCP provides crystal clear Mari Makovis and brings in current day-to-day case studies through fascinating videos. And the beauty of this program is not only about learning the sources, but it makes a real impact on the participants and their families' lives. I would also like to personally thank Dan Van Zetta, our world-class Maggid Shir here in Edgware.
שבתאי, צהריים טובים, רציתי להגיד לך תודה באופן אישי בכל התוכנית סמכת חבר, תוכנית מצוינת, מעולה, הוסיף ידיעות, לא רק ידיעות, חשבתי שידעתי מה זה הטמנה, השעיה, חזרה, אז באמת הייתי רחוק מזה. חוץ מהידיעות כמובן, שמעת שבאת עלתה 10 מדרגות, ועד כדי כך הבאתי את החומר לחדר ניתוח, למדתי בין ניתוחים למבחן, מחכה בחליון עיניים לזמן קיץ. תודה, צהריים טובים.
Are my days of Ian over? I'm a bit a Daf Yomi guy. Can I really sit through a shiur and retain it? So we went. It was an unbelievable experience. As Zusha said, its mom has changed my life. And when I first started, I thought, okay, I'll go. This test, I'm not taking a test. I'm too old for tests. But realized that the test is such an important part because it helps you retain the information. And even though my kids made fun of me that I'm back in school and I'm studying, and I'm tremendously grateful to Ravel Yada, right, and everything that he's done. And also the guys who are there, because it is a chabura. It's not just learning, it's the entire program, it's the interactivity, it's the cahoots, it's the guys, and obviously Rabbi Yada, that had a tremendous impact, and it's changed my whole perspective on learning to be so much more interested in halacha and Ian, and things that I literally never thought I could accomplish in my life, of being able to learn in depth and retain the information.
The discussions that I have with other members in the community, and our discussions in the community don't always necessarily revolve around Torah, but now that we have this focus, that we have something that we can instantly start discussing about, the ability to talk with so many other guys in the community just about this has really been what I feel is a great change for me and what I've gotten the most out of it.
One other thing that I've actually learned from the program, which is an incredible appreciation for people who paskin shilos, which is something I never thought I would get out of this entire program. Just the depth of what people have to understand. Rabbanim who are able to paskin, of course Gedolim who know halacha cold. Just the amount of information that they have to understand and decipher and remember shitas and things like that is something I never would have appreciated before I did this program.
תמיד הייתי רגיל ללמוד גמרא, ותמיד כוללים בלבי הרצון ללמוד הלכה. התחלתי בכל מיני מסגרות, בדירשו, וכל מיני מסגרות כיוצא בזה, ולא הצלחתי להתמיד, הדברים יצאו לי מבולגנים. עד שלשמחתי לפני כשנה, התוודעתי לתוכנית שנקראת צמיחת חבר, במסגרת השנה האחרונה, בשיעור של הרב דוד לבנטל, לומדים הלכות מסודר מהגמרא עד הלכה למעשה, והלימוד יוצא מאוד מאוד ברור, ומביא הרבה סיפוק. אתה פתאום מרגיש שאתה יהודי יותר טוב, ואתה הרבה יותר מתחבר לעולם ההלכה.
כאדם שעובד, משתדל לקבוע עתים לתורה, מאוד שמחתי ההזדמנות שהפרויקט נותן, ללמוד ולהכיר את עולם ההלכה ביסודיות. במהלך השיעורים למדתי להכיר את השתלשלות ההלכה מהגמרא והמשנה, דרך הראשונים והאחרונים, עד לפסיקה של ימינו. השיעור מוסיף נדבך רוחני לי ולמשפחתי ומלווה אותי ממש בחיי היום-יום. כמובן הרבה בזכות ובהערכה גדולה למגיד השיעור, הרב ראובן גולן, שמשקיע רבות מזמנו בהכנת השיעור ובהעברת החומר בצורה עניינית ומחכימה, שנזכה להגדיל תורה ולהאדירה.
It's been a transformative experience.
It's one of the highlights of my week.
The sense of community that this has built. It's almost like daf yomi where you could walk into any shul.
It gave me a new outlook on how and why we do things.
It just changes the whole Shabbos experience.
I'm tremendously grateful to Rabbi Feldman.
It's also been really nice for my children to get the chashivas haTorah.
To be better people, to be better husbands, to be better fathers.
You're raising your whole family in this atmosphere of Torah.
The SCP is a whole family engagement.
With the most amazing group of chevra.
One of the best decisions I ever made was to join the Smichas Chaver program.
And people are running to the shiurim all over the world.
Have the structure to master relevant halachot.
I got the ability to learn side by side with my father for 6 months.
Impacting who we are, how we live our lives.
Yasher koach gadol to Rav Eliada and all the other Rabbanim, l'chaim and labriut to all the Messiahim. Looking forward to the next month.
Toiv lehoidos l'Hashem, toiv lehoidos l'Hashem, ulezamer l'shimecha elyon. Toiv lehoidos l'Hashem, toiv lehoidos l'Hashem, ulezamer l'shimecha elyon. להגיד בבוקר חסדך ויאמונך בלילות להגיד בבוקר חסדך ויאמונך בלילות טרריי ליי 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 טרריי ליי 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 Loindos l'Hashem Shimcho elyon Toiv loindos l'Hashem להגיד בבוקר חסדך ויאמונך בלילות להגיד בבוקר חסדך ויאמונך בלילות תירי די 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 תירי די 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 תירי נוי 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 אוי להגיד בבוקר חסדך ויאמונך אוי
Sorry for the slight delay. Really, Yeshua goes to the Rabbeim who Yom are Mashkia, Yeshua Gadol Rabbanim, but most of all to you guys. You guys are the ones who are Amul B'Torah. You come every day, every week. You chazer on your free times, on the rides to work, whenever you have a minute. People told me they were chazer for the test. Running out of their house. Here we wake up מקבל את פני הראשון לציון ורבה של ירושלים הרב הגאון הרב שלמה עמר שליטה ובשבילנו בשביל כל היהודים בכל העולם יש כאן כבוד הרב יש כאן יהודים בלוס אנג'לס בצ'ילי בשיקגו באמריקה בכל המקומות שיש מסביב לעולם. We're still waiting for Rabbi to come on. But anyways, it's a huge zchus for us. to have Rav Amar be part of this amazing program. One second. It's a huge zchus to have the Rav here. He's not here exactly right now, but he's going to come. He's going to come. So in the meantime, what we're going to do is we're going to try to do the Kahoot. אנחנו נעשה את הקהות עד שהראשון לציון הרב אמר יגיע, ונעשה את אני מקווה בעזרת השם נמצא את זה. We're going to try to get the Kahoot online, and נעשה קהות באנגלית, ואחרי שנעשה את הקהות באנגלית, אז בעזרת השם הראשון לציון יהיה כאן. So let's rock and roll. The Kahoot is going to be in English. הקהות תהיה באנגלית, אז במחילה לאלו שלא עשו את זה. So here we go. There's going to be an English Kahoot, and for all those who are, it's a national Kahoot. So we were thinking about giving a prize. We weren't sure exactly what prize to do. So one person had an idea. You can get a free ticket anywhere in the world, first class, tomorrow. Any takers? Okay. Not sure if we have any takers. We have the Rav. The Rav is back on actually. So before we do the Kahoot, we're gonna get the Rav back on. In a second, I just got a text. But anyways, back to the Kahoot that we're gonna do afterwards. We're gonna do the Kahoot after Rishon LeZion. So we were thinking about different prizes of what you can get, of what people could okay. So one of them was a first class ticket. So obviously that we're not going to do. But whoever wins the Kahoot, you're going to get a personal certificate that is going to be signed, hopefully by as many smichas chaver rabbeim as possible. And it's going to say the national Kahoot winner, or the winner of the first smichas chaver Kahoot. And then Be'ezrat Hashem, in the next Siyumim, when it grows, obviously the competition is going to get harder. But as the competition grows, we're also, when we have the big Siyum, we're going to try maybe to zoom in different locations and still keep up this Kahoot for all the different locations. So let's see one more second if the Rav is there. What about the other one, the other feed? Okay, one second. So before Avamar gets to it, there's also a few more thank yous that I want to do, and these are very, very important thank yous. So and I'm happy we're doing this right now, and it's as follows. First of all, thank you to all of the wives, including my wife, who's helping me right here. When you're in isolation, so you can't really do. It's you and your wife and your kids. So all this like spotlight stuff and all this high tech stuff is all from my wife, and that's just for now, this minute. But the whole planning for the Siyum, the whole engagement, the whole everything, mamish, our learning, my life, everything I owe to my wife. The smichas chaver idea was actually, to be honest, it was her idea. So we all owe her a huge hakar satov, and really it's hakar satov to all of your wives, because every single person here is learned and was able to steig during these difficult times is because you weren't able to, because your wife gave you the opportunity. אז דבר ראשון, תודה רבה לכל הנשים. עכשיו יש לנו את הזכות הנפלאה שיש לנו את הראשון לציון ורבה של ירושלים שהוא מגיע עוד חצי דקה. But I also want to say thank you. I also want to say another thank you to my grandparents that are also here on a Zoom call, and they are here. They're here on the Zoom call, and Saba v'Safta shekan b'Yerushalayim, and also to my wonderful parents. But most importantly, to each one of our wives, wherever they are, for enabling us to learn. And also, there's one person from the Orthodox Union that I didn't mention, and that's the president. The one person that I didn't mention, and that is Mr. Mark Bain, Reb Moshe Bain, who's the president of the Orthodox Union. עכשיו יש לנו את הזכות הנפלאה שיש לנו את הראשון לציון ורבה של ירושלים, שהגיע בשביל כל הלומדים. כבוד הרב, יש כאן לומדים בלוס אנג'לס, יש בצ'ילי, יש בפיניקס, בקנדה, בניו יורק, בלונדון, בכל המקומות שמסביב לעולם, וגם כאן בארץ ישראל, בעיר הקודש, וכולנו אסירי תודה לראשון לציון שכל הזמן עמל בתוכנית הזאת, וכל הזמן דוחף אותנו ללמוד, והרי כולנו, רובנו עכשיו נבחנו בבחינות, וחלק גדול מהדחיפה הזאת, לקחת את הבחינה ולעמול בתורה, בגלל שאנשים יודעים שהרב הוא עומד מאחורי התוכנית. אנחנו יודעים שהרב הוא עומד מאחורי... אנחנו יודעים שהרב עומד מאחורי התוכנית, ואז דבר ראשון, כולנו רוצים להתחיל ולהגיד שאנחנו באמת אסירי תודה לראשון לציון, ויש כאן יהודים מכל העולם, ובשמם ובשם כל הרבנים שלומדים ועמלים ומלמדים, ישר כוח, ואנחנו יודעים שהזמן של הרב הוא מאוד קצוב ומאוד יקר, במיוחד בזמנים אלו, אז באמת ישר כוח ותודה רבה לכבוד הרב שליטה. שומעים את הרב.
כן, ברשות מוריי ורבותיי, ברשות הרבנים וברשות כל הלומדים, השם עליהם יחיו. ידידנו הרב גולדוויכט הצעיר ממשיך בדרך אביו הגדול, רב הגאון רב מאיר, ראש ישיבה, לזכות הרבים, והקים את המפעל הגדול והנכבד הזה של לימוד תורה בחינות, לקבל תעודת חבר. ברוך השם, זה מכה גלים בעושה חי, בארץ וברחבי העולם. בימים אלו שכל העולם באימה ופחד, ואנחנו שומעים כאלה דברים, זה הזמן להוסיף חיל ולהתחזק עוד ועוד בדרכי התורה ביראת שמיים טהורה. זה הזמן לעמול יותר בעמלתו. תורה מצלה ומגנה. כוח התורה זה דבר גדול, זה מאיר את העולם. התורה תיתן אור גם נגד החושך הזה של המגפה הרעה הזאת, כי הנה החושך הזה ארץ, וערפל לאומים, ועלייך יזרח השם, וכבודו עלייך יראי, על ידי לימוד התורה. גם בזמנו של המן הרשע, היה חושך באפלה, שגזרו להשמיד, להרוג ולאבד כל היהודים מטף ועד זקן ביום אחד. חושך נורא היה בעולם. אבל מרדכי הצדיק אסף את ילדי ישראל, כינס אותם בבתי כנסיות ובתי מדרשות, ולומד איתם תורה, ומתחננים ומתפללים לפני השם. ונהפוך הוא, אשר ישלטו היהודים המה בשונאיהם. ואז נאמר ליהודים הייתה אורה ושמחה וששון וקר. אורה זו תורה, כמו שאמרה הגמרא וגם בתרגום, אורה זו תורה, ושמחה זו מילה, וששון זה, ושמחה זה יום טוב, ששון זה מילה, וקר זה תפילין. כלומר, שעל ידי ריבוי התורה באה אורה לעולם. על ידי דקדוק במצוות באה הצלה לעולם. הרווחה לעולם, גם היום. זה תפקידנו של כל יהודי להרבות תורה, להתחזק בלימוד התורה ולהתחזק בעמלה של ללמוד, אבל גם לעמוד, להתייגע על התורה. לנצל את הימים שאנחנו יושבים וצפונים ומוסתרים בבתים, ממעטים מאוד בכל יציאה, לנצל את זה, להגדיל תורה ולאדירה, לשנן את הלימוד, לחזור עליו עד שיהיה מונח בכיסנו, לעמול ולהתייגע בכל כוחנו, בהבנת הדברים, בהבנת ההלכה, בהבנת הגמרא, מה שלומדים לעמול עליו. העמל הזה שעמלים הוא מציל אותנו מעמל אחר. פורש במשנה בפרקי אבות של השבת, כל המקבל עליו עול תורה, מעבירים ממנו עול מלכות ועול דרך ארץ. ובאבות רבי נתן מוזכרים עוד עולים רבים שמעבירים. אדם מקבל עול תורה, פעמים היצר אומר לו בשביל קשה עול תורה, כבד העול הזה, גדול העול הזה. אבל שידע שאם הוא פורק ממנו עול תורה, נותנים עליו עול מלכות ועול דרך ארץ. אדם חושב שהוא ניצל מהעול, הוא לא ילמד תורה, אבל יבוא עליו עול של מלכות, עול של מיסים, עול של פרנסה, עול לפעמים חס ושלום, שלום, של כל מיני חולאים, השם יצילנו. אז זאת אומרת שאדם לא יכול לברוח מעול תורה, כי אדם לעמל יולד, בין כך ובין כך צריך לעמול, ואין לו אפשרות לשום אדם לברוח מעמל, כי זו גזירת השם, וכך יצרת אדם, לעמל יולד. אבל יש בידי אדם בחירה לבחור אם יעמול בתורה או יעמול בדברים בטן. אם יקבל על עצמו עול של תורה עם כל הקושי והעמקה וההגיעה הגדולה, או חס ושלום איזה עמל שם יצילנו שכל מיני צרות, כל מיני תלאות, רחמנא ליצלן. אין אפשרות לעמול או לא לעמול, לעמול חייבים. יש אפשרות לעמול בתורה או דברים אחרים השם יצילנו. על כן כל המקבל עליו עול תורה, בפרט בימים אלו, מעבירים ממנו עול מלכות, ועול דרך ארץ, גם העול הזה של הגזרה הרעה הזאת של המגפה, שירדה לעולם, ומטילה אימה ופחד על כל העולם. אין מי שלא מפחד. מי לא יפחד כהיום הזה? העול של התורה שמקבלים יש בכוחו להסיר ולפרוק מעלינו עול מלכות, ועול של דאגה, ועול של פחדים, וכל מיני עולים אחרים. על כן זה הזמן ללמוד ביתר עוז וביתר שאת, להגדיל תורה ולהאדיר. ברשות הרבנים כולם, אנחנו נאמר מזמור של תהילים ביחד. נאמר, תאמרו איתי ביחד את המזמור קמ"ב. נאמר אותו להצלת עם ישראל בארץ ובכל מקום בעולם, ולהצלת העולם כולו מן המגפה הרעה הזאת. אחרי המזמור נאמר תפילה קצרה שרבנו הרשש, מגדולי המקובלים בעולם, נאמר אותה בקיצור ונתפלל לשם. משכיל לדוד בהיותו במערת תפילה.
מערת תפילה.
עלי רוחי, ואתה ידעת לי, באורח זו אהלך ופחדי, הרבה ימין וראה ואין לי אמרתי אתה מחזיק, חלקי בארץ החיים, שיבה אל רינתי, כי דלותי מאוד, הצילני מרודפיי, כי אמצו ממני. הוציאה ממסגר נפשי להודות את שמך, ויכתירו צדיקים, כי תגמול עליי. לעולם אדוני דברך ניצב בשמיים. 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 לעולם אדוני דבר אחד 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 ניצב בשמיים. יהי רצון מלפניך אדוני אלוהינו אלוהי אבותינו שתעשה מעל שמך הגדול הגיבור הטהור והנורא נכתב ואינו נקרא בחוס וחמול ורחם על כל עמך בכל מקום שהם בארץ וברחבי העולם ותרחם על כל העולם ובזכות השמות הקדושים תסיר מעלינו מכת המוות ומנע מגפה מבני בריתך תצילנו מן המגפה הזאת ויעמוד פנחס ויפלל ותעצר המגפה גם כך נאמר שאהרון לקח את הקטורת ציוויו של משה ועמד בין המתים ובין החיים ועצר את המגפה וחזר אל משה ונאמר והמגפה נעצרה שהם יעצור אותה ותשתקע ולא תזכר עוד וייתן רפואה שלמה לכל החולים והחולות מעם ישראל, כל החולים כולם והבריאים השם יתמיד בריאותם ויתמיד בריאותכם ובריאותנו שלא נחלה לעולם ועד ונשמע ונתבשר בשורות טובות וישועות קרובות ונזכה לשמוע קול שופר גדול לחירותנו בביאת משיחנו במהרה בימינו אמן.
אמן, אמן ואמן. יישר כוח גדול לראשון לציון ויישר כוח בשם כל המשתתפים. באמת תודה רבה, זכות התורה שכולנו כאן ביחד באמת הוא הזכות של הרב ואנחנו אסירי תודה.
תבורכו מפי עליון.
אמן ואמן. יישר כוח גדול. So just before we end, I'd like to consciously thank all the people who are involved. First of all, your wives promised me to push you to do this. Also, we had Mr. Alan Fagan, who is the vice president of the Orthodox Union, who is here in the beginning, and he spoke. So a huge yasher koach to Mr. Alan Fagan, but also the president of the Orthodox Union, Mr. Reb Moshe Bain, who is an incredible visionary for Limud Torah and for Avos Torah. His goal and his vision is really what propelled this program. He's all about loving and spreading Torah to Am Yisrael all over the world. So that's why he got behind the Smichas Chaver program, and he's really pushing it in all directions. So a real huge yasher koach to him as well, and yasher koach to all our family members and to the Rabbi and to everyone who is involved. Also yasher koach to my parents who are here. Toda rabba לאבא ואמא היקרים. הכל כאן זה בזכותם. We're going to end off with one thing, and that is for those who are interested, a national Kahoot, starting from LA all the way to Eretz Yisrael, all the different time zones. Whoever wants to stay is welcome to stay. Whoever wants to go is welcome to go. But this Kahoot is going to be amazing. And here we go. So it's going to be on the halachos of Bishul, Shehiyah, Chazara, and Atmana. And we are going to start right now. So take out your phones. Everyone should have their phones out. And you're going to see you should see a full screen in a minute. And take out your phones and you go to Kahoot.it or the Kahoot.it or the Kahoot app. Here we go. Women are invited also. The wives are invited. The women are invited. You learn Hilchot Shabbos. If you didn't learn Hilchot Shabbos, if you're interested in learning Hilchot Shabbos, if you want to just play the game, let's go. Here we go. There are around 460 people on Zoom. There's another like 100 on YouTube. So we'll wait a minute or two to try to get everyone on. And let's see how this works. Here we go. Don't be afraid to put your name in. I don't know if Kahoot has a limit on people, but we'll find out soon. There has been a request for the Rabbi not to play. This is a game just for the participants. The Rabbi are not allowed to play. And then the winner we're gonna bring on board. So we'll try to find exactly who wins. Okay, we're gonna wait 10 seconds. We're gonna wait 20 seconds. It's gonna be a countdown. 20-second countdown. Whoever's on is on. Whoever's not on is not on. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I apologize if anyone wanted to be on and couldn't get on, but we're going to start just so people in Eric can get some sleep. So here we go. On your marks. I see there's still people coming in. I feel so bad. But here we go. On your mark. Get set. Go. Here we go. Keynote Siyum Championship. What is the difference between an Av and a Tolda? Here we go. Today there's no difference. Both are Derabanan. Today there's no difference. Both are Deraisa and Av is Asma Deraisa. And Tolda is Asma Derabanan. And Av is Asma Derabanan. Here we go. Right? Today there's no difference. Both of them are Asur Deraisa. This is something that we saw in, I think it was in the first Hagdama Shir. Let's go. Young Israel of Fairlawn. Here we go. Baboka Steigen. This is great. I love this. We should do this maybe once a month. Here we go. Quiz. Performing a malacha through a psik reisha denichale is mutter. Mutter, but only for some malachas. Asur Derabanan, Asur Deraisa. Here we go. Amazing. Asur Deraisa, so far so good. Not pretty simple. Remember, you're graded based on speed and accuracy. Accuracy comes first, but also speed. Let's see who's winning. Young Israel of, okay. Let's do this. Here we go. You need darkness to fall asleep. If a mummer intentionally turns the light off, may you sleep in the room? No, because you're benefiting from the malacha on Shabbos. Yes, but only after Shabbos. Yes, but only after the Shatu. Yes, even on Shabbos. Are you allowed to sleep in the room? Very well. Right? Yes, even on Shabbos. What's the reason? Because you're not getting enough from the actual malacha. It's a tutzah. Right? It's not even a tutzah. You're not getting enough from the malacha. Here we go. Okay. They're still going. You should know they're in order that it's a little bit hard. So we threw in some other trivia. I think it's either this question or the next question. So let's see. Here we go. What is the name of this Rav? Let's see how good you are at naming Rabbi. That is Rav Yosef Ber Soloveitchik. That is the Chazanit. That is Rav Nestor. That is Rav Avada Yosef. What is that? Here we go. Okay, pretty good. What was was the second one? Rav Dessler? Okay. Yeah, Rav Avadi Yosef. Here we go. Oh, young Israel of Fairlawn does not know their Avadim so well. Here we go. Next. Can you pour boiling hot water or gravy directly from your urn onto a cooked piece of meat? No, because Iru is mevashel kedei klipa. No, because hot water completely cooks the meat. Yes, because Ein bishul achar bishul. Yes, because Iru can't cook at all. Can you pour boiling hot water or gravy directly from your urn onto a cooked piece of meat? Very good. Yes, because Ein Bishul Achar Bishul. We learned that Ira is Mevashel Kedei Klipa, but over here it's already cooked. So Ein Bishul Achar Bishul L'Kuli Alma. Here we go. And, okay, Boka Steigin. We're still here. Let's go. According to everyone, what is not considered Bishul? Water, wine, spices. Water, oil, wine, oil, spices. Very good, right? According to everyone, what is not considered Kala Bishul, what spices is Mefurish in the Gemara. Young Israel of Fairlawn, back on top. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Where's Boca? Where are the Steigers from Boca? Here we go. Can you place ketchup on a hot steak? Yes, according to Shlomo Zalman, but the ketchup is yes, according to Moshe, because Rama twice. Rama, yes, because a Dvar Torah in the Keynote. That's the status of all of the above. All of the above. Very good. We're getting some complaints that they can't see the screen so clearly, but we're going to chug along. Here we go. Okay, J.A. Next. Which of the following Sfarim did Hagon of Shachter not write? Nefesh Harav, Be'ikve Etzon, Ginas Vadim, or Eretz Hatzvim? Which one did Rav Shachter not write? Very good. The sefer that Rav Shachter wrote is called Ginas Egos, not Ginas Vadim. Here we go. AJM, Mike, Avi, the YU guy. It's getting close. It's amazing. Here we go. Next. How do we paskin with regards to Bishul Achar Afia? Shulchan Aruch, Yesh Bishul Achar Afia. Shulchan Aruch, Yesh Bishul Achar Afia, even in a Klisheni. Rama, Ein Bishul Achar Afia. Rama, Yesh Bishul Achar Afia, even in a Klisheni. Apologize for not translating the Hebrew. Amazing, very good. Let's continue. Let's trot along. AJM still on top. According to what we've learned, is there a prohibition of tzivah when it comes to food? Is there an isser of tzivah? There's always an isser. It's never prohibited. If it's done for the sake of consumption, it's permitted. If it's done for the sake of consumption, it's permitted. If it's done for the sake of consumption, it's prohibited. Okay, amazing. Apparently there's a little bit of a delay. So between each question, we're going to ask someone to say a Dvar Torah for 5 minutes, and then we'll go on to the next question. So that everyone will, I'm just joking. Okay, I think that was enough. Let's rock and roll. Let's see who's up, who's first, who's second, who's third. Let's see. AGM, Mike and Yecheskel. This is also, I think, the leader might also have the quickest internet. So it could be either one, the quickest internet, or he knows the material better. B'ezrat Hashem, when we have the Siyum in person, so we'll actually get to see who's the in-person Kahoot champion. But let's go. This is amazing. Here we go. Serving directly from a fully cooked pot that is on the fire is Sephardim, permitted, Ashkenazim, prohibited, Sephardim, prohibited, Ashkenazim, permitted, all permitted because it's fully cooked, all prohibited because it's on the fire. Amazing. According to Sephardim, it's permitted. Ashkenazim, we saw Machmir, so that the Ramah said that even serving when it's off the fire is going to be asur. What you need to do is yeshiva style, pour it out every single time. But we saw that Mishnah Berurah wasn't that Machmir. Here we go. Mike is in first, then Yecheskel, then AGM. There's been a dethroning. Next, which of the following Sfarim did the Rashlatz Agon of Amar not right? The Shut Shamash Shlomo, the Rashim Miriam, the Miyamim Yamima, the Torah Chesed. Which of the Sfarim did he not right? Very good. The Shut Shamash Shlomo, I don't know if you remember, we quoted it in few of the Shurim. I don't think in Hilchos Shabbos, but definitely in Basar B'chalav. Rav Amar has a whole tshuva on gelatin. If you're allowed to eat gelatin, if gelatin is mutter, or if it's not. Let's see who is leading. Here we go. Mike, still in first. Yecheskel, AGM. Okay, here we go. Let's rock and roll. With regards to Shehiyah, leaving food on an exposed flame before Shabbos, there are more paskins like Rabbanan, the food needs to be fully cooked. Chanani, the food needs to be cooked at least kamash Rabbanan, the food needs to be fully cooked and leaving the fire will ruin it. Chananya, the food needs to be fully cooked. Okay, amazing. Where are we? Here we go. Everyone agrees that returning food to a heat source, chazara, is forbidden. Everyone agrees that chazara is asur. If you place the pot on the counter, you do not have in mind to return it. The fire is uncovered. Very good, right? All the other opinions that we have quoted over here were mutter, whether either according to the Ramah or according to opinions in the Shulchan Aruch. The only Tanai over here that is needed according to everyone is in order to do chazara, the fire needs to be covered. It needs to be katam. If it's uncovered, everyone's going to say that it's going to be asar. Mike's still in first place. Okay, no dethrone him. Here we go. 2 more questions left. Tatzmana b'davar mosef hevel. Fully insulating items that emit heat is permitted. Permitted from before Shabbos. Forbidden from before Shabbos. Forbidden only on Shabbos. Tatzmana b'davar mosef hevel is what? Very good. One of the must is asur even from before Shabbos. Danny making a move. He's moving up. Here we go. Which is the best part of the Smichas Chaver for program for you? What is the best part of Smichas Chaver? Winning every Kahoot. Feeling like I was back in school studying for the test. Yeah. This is the best part of the Smichas Chaver. Everyone should get it. This is amazing. Lovely. I'm losing every good. I'm also. There are delays, and we apologize for those who are getting delayed and have fallen off of the game. But B'ezrat Hashem, when this crazy situation is behind us, we'll at every Siyum, we'll have a Kahoot, and we'll play it in person, and then we'll crown a champion. But we're going to crown a champion now also. Whoever wins, we want you to turn on your camera because we want to interview you for 3 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds. Here we go. Last question. Are you ready? Let's see who's on top. Nothing's changed. Last question. 17 out of 17. Are you allowed to fully submerge potato kugel, which is completely wrapped in tinfoil, in your cholent before Shabbos? Is that mutter or asr? Everyone agrees it's permitted. Everyone agrees it's asr. Everyone agrees it's permitted if the tinfoil has holes in it. Everyone agrees it's forbidden, even if the tinfoil has holes in it. Okay, everyone agrees it's permitted if the tinfoil has holes in it. Very good. We saw machokas. If it doesn't have tinfoil, if it doesn't have holes in it, is it considered atman or not? Are you ready? Drum roll, please. And the winner of the National Kahoot, the first ever Zoom Kahoot session is, here we go, third place. Ellie, me. Yeah, second. Catskill. First place, here he is. Mike. Okay, mazel tov, Mike. Woo. Danny, fourth place. Ruben is in fifth place. You want to know which Mike this is? Which Mike was the winner? If Mike can raise your hand, we would greatly appreciate that. If we can find the Mike. I know, is Mike Altman, is that the one who won? Jonathan Stefanski really wants to be the one who won, but it wasn't John. It wasn't John. Anyone? Who was the Mike that won? We're doing, managed participants. If the Mike who won can raise their hands. Was it Michael Altman who won? Was it? Michael Bierman? It was Michael Altman who won. Yes. Where's Michael Altman? How do we get you on? 1 second. You're on. Do we hear you? You hear me? We don't hear you though. We're gonna mute you. 1 second.
How about now?
Okay, we hear you. Mike Altman, the national winner of Kahoot. Where are you from? Amazing. Mazel tov, everyone. Round of applause. Woo!
From
For
Toronto
sure.
originally.
From Toronto originally.
I'm in Rabbi Gettinger's Smichas Chaver here.
Amazing. Rav Gettinger from the west side. First place. First winner. First place winner from all the Smichas Chaver programs all around the world. Yeshukach to you. Mamash, incredible. One word about anything. Share with us something.
Sorry, can you repeat that? I didn't hear it.
I said, share with us anything. You're the first national winner of the Smichas Chaver.
Very grateful for Rabbi Gettinger and for you, Rabbi Elyada, for creating this program. We know that Torah should be Lilmud Almenas Lasos, and thank God, after learning Bishul B'Shabbos, I can say somewhat that I know the Lasos part as well.
Amazing. Rabbi Michael, you're the international winner, the reigning champion. I'm sure there are going to be a lot of people who want to dethrone you next time. So stay on board. I just want to say one thing to everyone who's here. Smichas Chaver, we have the opportunity. Unfortunately, now everyone's at home and the shiurim are all in their houses. But it's also, hard times lend also to great opportunities. And since all the shiurim are going to be on Zoom, so whoever's here and whoever logged off in the meantime because they didn't want they don't want to do the Kahoot, tell your friends, tell everyone that you should each bring at least one other person. All you have to do is call a friend who's not part of Smichas Chaver and say, listen, you got to try it. Give it 3 strikes and you're out. Give 3 shiurim, give them a chance, and let's try to get as many people on board as possible. So yasher koach to all of you, and yasher koach to every single one of the participants. Really mazel tov to everyone here. It's absolutely incredible, the achievements that you've done, and what you specifically in this time. Like we started off, we said everyone is like Rashbi, everyone is like in their own cave and learning, but Rashbi didn't have his kids running around. Rashbi didn't have to homeschool his children. Rashbi didn't have, all the craziness. He was there and he was learning Torah, which is amazing. But on some levels, we're like Rashbi. We're sitting in our cave and we're sitting and we're steiging and we're learning. So it should be a schus for you. It should be a schus for your family. It should be a schus for all of Am Yisrael, and the Torah that we learned here and the Torah that we learned throughout the entire semester HaKadosh Baruch Hu should be Yomar L'tzarasinu Dai, V'yelanu Rak Yeshuot V'nechamot. All the best. Bracha v'atzlacha. Mazel tov to everyone. And of course, thank you to Borei Olam, Kadosh Baruch Hu, who enables us, to gives us the health and gives us the briut to continue and steig and be healthy. And Kadosh Baruch Hu should really give a bracha to everyone, all of Am Yisrael, that we should have health, we should have happiness, we should all have parnasa, we should all be matzliach in whatever we're doing. All the best, and yasher koach gadol.
Toiv lehoidos Lashem, toiv lehoidos Lashem, ulezarmei l'shimecha elyon. Toiv lehoidos Lashem, toiv lehoidos Lashem, ulezarmei l'shimecha elyon. Lehagid baboiker chazdecho, v'yemunascha ba'leilos. Lehagid baboiker chazdecho, v'yemunascha ba'leilos. Tararai lai lai lai, tararai lai lai lai, tararai lai lai, tiridoroi lai lai, tiridoi lai 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 lai. Toiv lehoidos, loidos Lashem.
הנה.
שכוייך.
שכוייך גודל.
טוב.
Toda rabba, thank you everyone for joining. Mamish incredible. Taileh haidais Lashem. Taileh haidais.
Amazing. זה היה יוצא מן הכלל. בטח.
Toiv lehoidos Lashem, toiv lehoidos Lashem, ulez. Toiv lehoidos Lashem, toiv lehoidos Lashem, ulezarmei l'shimecha elyon. Toiv lehoidos Lashem, toiv lehoidos Lashem, ulezarmei l'shimecha elyon. Lehagid baboiker chazdecho, v'yemunascha ba'leilos. Lehagid baboiker chazdecho, v'yemunascha ba'leilos. Tararai lai lai lai, tararai lai 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 lai, lai 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 lai, tararai lai lai lai, tiridoroi lai lai, tiridoi lai 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 lai. Toiv lehoidos, loidos Lashem, l'shimecha elyon. Toiv lehoidos, loidos Lashem, להגיד בבוקר חסדך v'yemunascha ba'leilos. להגיד בבוקר חסדך v'yemunascha ba'leilos. תיריrai rai 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 rai, תיריrai rai 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 rai, תיריrai rai rai rai. להגיד בבוקר חסדך v'yemunascha toiv lehoidos Lashem. Toiv lehoidos Lashem, Toiv lehoidos Lashem, Ulezamel L'shimecha Elyon. Toiv lehoidos Lashem, Toiv lehoidos Lashem, Ulezamel L'shimecha Elyon. Lehagid baboiker chazdecho, v'yemonuscha ba'leilos,